Hey everybody, welcome to another one of Chris's beer reviews. Today I decided to change it up a little bit. I'm going to be reviewing Muskoka's new cream ale. First they were coming out with tall boys, so I guess it was kind of on a bit of a trial basis. People weren't generally buying them very much at the beginning, and then about a week into it, people started going a little crazy over it. And since then, I don't know if anybody is familiar with the Muskoka's Mad Tom IPA, but this is generally released around the same time, a little bit after. You can tell it's got the same old little chair on the top of the label here, typical stuff. It's an all-natural premium and pure cream ale. It's a 355 milliliter beer at 5% ABV. And there's just a little tidbit on the back here. It says a signature of the Muskoka region, which is rich amber color and inviting floral tones. This laid-back English pub-style ale is smooth and easygoing with the cascade hoppiness and fuller body of flavor. This gold medal-winning Canadian cream ale is the quintessential taste of cottage country. So that's basically kind of what they said about the IPA, Mad Tom IPA. I'm going to be drinking out of a bigged up Pilsner glass here. And, just to show you, instead of a red cap with the chair on it, now I got a green cap with the chair on it. So I think they're trying to encourage people to buy several different types of their beer for cottage country so that they can share it with people that are old enough in the family. Alright, so there's the crack open. Whew, it's not an IPA, but I'm actually picking up on a little bit of those hops that you would get in an IPA. Very, very floral. Very nice, actually. So far, you know what? I don't know if I'll be able to do this part with my sunglasses on, but alright. So far, it looks very much like, almost kind of like an IPA, just like I was saying. It does tend to look a little bit like cream ale. Generally, cream ales tend to be just a little bit blonder than this one. Also, it's a very big thing right now. A lot of people like cream ales and a lot of people don't like cream ales. I don't really know how to explain it. I've had really bad cream ales and I've had really good cream ales. Just an example of a bad one that I've had recently. Cameron's cream ale. I love Cameron's. I love every single other one of their beers, but the cream ale, I just cannot do it. Alright, so right off the flop, we've had about a 1.5 finger head here. Still picking up on those interesting aromas. Load of carbonation going on through here. We have a bit of a translucent color. Sorry, I'm fixing my stuff here. Alright. You know what? You know what I pick up in there? I'm actually picking up on a barley taste. I'm not a big fan of barley, but it seems like with this barley taste, they were able to sweeten it a bit. Definitely brings out a creamy taste that you probably wouldn't get in a beer. When I have cream ales, I must say I don't usually taste a creaminess in the beer whatsoever. I don't know if you're supposed to, but at least this one is going in that direction. It's definitely very interesting. There's definitely hops in there. I'm also picking up on what the bottle was saying and talking about a little bit of a Old English style. Let's see what it was talking about with the Old English style. Yeah, it just said laid back English pub style ale, which also brings out the point that you could, if it does have an English ale style, you could essentially drink this at room temperature and it would probably have a different flavor altogether. Definitely worth trying one or the other if you ever buy a 6-pack. Do it at the beginning so then you can drink the rest of it the way that you like it, right? I'm not sure if you can purchase this at the beer store yet, but you can definitely get it at the LCBO. Um, between you and me, I actually preferred it in a can. I actually preferred it in a can. It doesn't have that much of a sweet little hint of a barley taste that it does in a bottle. I almost feel like people say the difference between a can and a bottle is nothing, right? Um, it is so different in taste that I could almost tell you that it seems like they changed it up a bit when they started brewing it in a bottle. So that's really interesting. I forgot to show you the little canoe on the lake, cottage country experience in Muskoka. I have been to Muskoka way back in the day when I was very much in my youth. I went to the Muskoka region with an ex-girlfriend. Well, she's an ex-girlfriend now. And you know what? It was a beautiful place. The place that we chose, we were pretty much almost the only people on the lake. We could point out the 2 or 3 houses that we could see around us. So it's one of those places that, as popular as it is, it really hasn't become as populated as it may become. For those who are looking for, you know, an Algonquin or a what's the other? Oh no, I forgot the other place. Yeah, so for those who are looking for like something like an Algonquin or a Killbear experience where you get to really see like the depth of the woods and you get to see the mountains and all that kind of stuff, the Muskoka isn't really like that. It's more of like a family cottage area. Um, it's far enough from the city, but close enough to the city to make it affordable. And yeah, it's worth checking out. I mean, if you know someone who's got property up there, or if you want to buy property up there, it's definitely worth checking out. And then once you buy that property, you might as well be sitting back trying some of this cream ale. And if you don't like cream ales, then you might as well be trying the Mad Tom IPA. So that's the best I can say for you in regards to Muskoka so far right now. I've talked about Muskoka beers a lot, but I have not talked about the depth of the location itself. Also, the difference between Muskoka and places like Algonquin is a difference between a 1.5 hour drive and like a 3.5 hour drive. So I might be a little off with those numbers, maybe by a half hour or something, but that's because I haven't been there in a while. Forgive me. Yeah, so I am not unhappy with this beer. If I can make any complaint whatsoever, it's just because of the little bit of a barley taste in there. I am not a barley fan. You know, you're looking behind me and you're seeing, where is it? Right there, the kind of oval bottle. That is barley wine. I'm dreading that day. Why did you buy it? I say because it was in the beer section and because I review beers of all kinds, including Crest and Facts and anything and everything. So if you have any recommendations, please throw them my way. But first, make sure you find out whether I've already reviewed them or not. Well, that wasn't so bad. I'm pretty much done. I've got like a little, like that much left in my beer of a round, tiny round spot. That sounded retarded. Let me just show you. So what am I going to give this beer in a rating here? I'm probably going to end up giving it a. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 for effort. I would give it a better rating if it wasn't for the fact that it has so much of that barley taste in there. It's not so bad though. It's just enough to remind me of every other bad barley beer that I've had, if that makes any sense. If you don't really know anything about barley, this is a really, really good starter because it's not too overwhelming. It's only bothering me because I've had a bad experience with it, with a beer that I had on camera actually, and it was the first time I ever almost like ended up throwing up. So I didn't really read the ingredients for you, and now according to my recent research, there is no ingredients on the bottle. So if you want to find out the ingredients, I'd look out for the box. Maybe the box has got a little bit more details in the ingredients. That little back paragraph here that I've been reading to you all pretty much summed up everything that I had said earlier, and I do not believe that it had said anything specifically about the ingredients. No, it doesn't. Signed by the founder, Gary McMullen, though, of course. Venture off the beaten path, it says. That's the only thing I guess I forgot. So this video's gone too long. I'm done, people. Don't drink and drive, but drink responsibly. Cheers.